How have you gotten to this level to be able to play at that high level on the defensive line so fast?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to say a little bit of, athleticism. I've been blessed with the ability to be able to do a lot of things. So, just continue to do that.
You admitted, and even coaches, GM said that when you came in, you were raw, a project. Is that
Oh
over
yeah,
now?
no. Still got a long ways to go. We're still getting better.
What do you have to work on still?
Still have some things in pass rush that I need to get better with. Add some more moves to my to what I'm doing. Being a little more physical as well. Getting stronger. That's a big part of it.
What's the adrenaline like to get a sack?
It was crazy. Happened fast. And a lot of people are clowning me for my celebration, and I'm just like, I didn't know what happened, man. It just happened so fast. I just got up and started running. So.
You talk about your moves. Where did you get that sort of like hop to the right move? That you did?
I've been doing that. That's one of the first moves that I started working on, the double arm wipe. So it has just a little bit, and it helps that I study, I watch film. The reps during practice, it helps me see everything on the field, see what the personnel is, see what could come and what can't. So.
What does the video say about Aaron Rodgers?
Say what?
What does the video say about Aaron Rodgers?
Hey man, he's a great player. We're gonna get after him, try to keep him in the pocket.
What about the difference in going from essentially, well, Trey Lance is not a rookie, but an inexperienced quarterback to Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, it's the same game plan for us. Honestly, Trey ran a little more than Aaron is going to. So our game plan was a little different for him. It's going to be a little different for Aaron just because we know that he tries to escape through the B gap. So we're going to try to keep him in the pocket just like we're going to try to keep Trey Lance in the pocket, just like we're going to try to keep every quarterback that we play is try to keep him in the pocket. So
how does playing well in your first game give you confidence going forward, especially making a trip to Green Bay, Sunday Night Football, facing Aaron Rodgers? Did that show you, look, hey, right away, I know I can do this?
Oh yeah, I knew I could do this from the jump, honestly. But getting those sacks and making some plays kind of helped me out a little bit. Definitely boost my confidence a little more than what I would have had I not made any plays. So just trying to piggyback on that and continue to do that throughout the season.
How did you know you could do this?
Oh, practice. If whatever we do during practice, it reflects on the field during the game. So, like I've been telling the people, I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. Most of the tackles that I made were off a hustle. I was just out there running around playing football. So that's what I plan on doing.
What's your expectation for what it's going to be like to play up in Green Bay and get taste playing in the rivalry?
I'm not sure. For me, I'm just taking it as another football game. I know the atmosphere is going to be a little different. I played in some rivalry games. I don't know how this is going to be my first time. So, it's going to be an experience to learn from and be fun to be a part of.
Jaquan, how do you, as a rookie, second week, going to Green Bay to get an opportunity to play Aaron Rodgers, how do you look at that opportunity?
Really just take it day by day. Really not looking at just playing Aaron Rodgers, just playing the Packers. Just trying to figure out going through the week, just trying to figure out what the right defense is. What kind of looks we're going to get, and then just how to play him really.
What are the vets said about playing Aaron Rodgers? What it's like to face a quarterback like that?
That he's going to do a lot of check. He's going to read a lot. A very smart quarterback. He one of the best in the league. So a lot of respect.
What has you excited to play the Bears-Packers rivalry? You're being a Penn State guy, there's those Big Ten rivalries.
Yeah.
This is about as big as it gets in the NFL.
Yeah, definitely, a great rivalry, especially walking into Bears versus Packers. So it's always great to be a part, of the Bears, especially going against the Packers. And, it's going to be exciting, walking in, to the Packers Stadium and, playing in a great rivalry like this.
Yeah, it's a big setting on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
How does, for you, having some success in your first ever NFL game, how does that maybe give you some confidence going into week 2 in a situation like this against Aaron Rodgers?
I'll say a lot of confidence, just the first game, just getting my feet wet, because I haven't played in a while, so, just getting my feet wet, getting back to playing football again, and then, now it's going into week 2, where I got, like you said, a lot more confidence, a lot more swagger, and then, just getting my feet under myself, playing like myself.
What was your biggest takeaway from your first ever regular season NFL game?
I thought, I played okay. You know, I could have did way better. You know, it wasn't myself. You know, just making plays, flying around. You know, I missed a couple, you know, tackles here and there. You know, I could have played a little lower, but I thought it was all right. You know, I got a lot more on the table, a lot more. So, you know, just see what I could do this game, you know, just to improve.
I mean, I definitely feel like the film study is slightly different. I mean, you have to really watch, I would say, their whole core of receivers. I feel like they all are coming from different places, rookies, guys coming in from different teams. I feel like they really only have 2 receivers that's been there, that's used to the system with Aaron Rodgers. So it's really just trying to get a collective piece of film really to watch on the guys. But I mean, for me, nothing changes. My technique is my technique. The way I'm gonna play is the way I'm gonna play. Nothing really changes for me on the field.
How different of a challenge? I mean, when do you go in like expecting something completely different from what their offense is, just knowing that Devontae is gone and they're trying to like divvy up, trying to figure out how they're going to establish a passing attack without him?
I don't think their scheme or concepts would be different. Clearly, the targets is different. His target and his comfort is no longer there. He's still trying to find. I thought that was evident in some of his interviews and kind of just his frustrations in the last game. But I mean, at the end of the day, he is who he is. He's one of the greats, and he's going to figure out a way. And I feel like those guys are only going to get better. So I mean, I definitely don't think that isn't going to be a challenge. At the end of the day, we still got to come. We got to play, and we got to do our job and take those guys out the game.
With a veteran quarterback like Rodgers, how many adjustments does the defense have to make while he's changing calls at the line of scrimmage?
I mean, we just got to keep playing. We can't change our calls. Our calls are the call. And we really just try to execute. We're really pre-snap just trying to have different disguises. So he's not calling out our coverage is too early. But other than that, I mean, our players, we got to execute and have good technique.
He's been very frustrated with his receiving group. What have you seen of them on film?
I mean, they're really learning. I mean, you can just kind of see it that they're not in the spots that he would want them to be. You can just tell that he's not as comfortable as he's been in the previous years. But I mean, I definitely feel like they're gonna improve in that. So I mean, I'm not looking for those same mess ups or anything like that this upcoming week.
He's 38 now. You think he's more susceptible to the pass rush?
Nah, he looks the same to me. He's back-to-back MVP. Age don't mean nothing to him right now.
Coach Williams was saying to not drink the Kool-Aid, that there's doom and gloom in Green Bay right now coming off their week 1 loss when you're preparing.
What does that mean?
Like, don't buy into, like, the sky is falling because they lost their first game.
No, they lost the first game last year.
Right.
Yeah,
So what has his message been to you guys, and specifically maybe even to the younger guys that look at it like, oh, they're coming off a lot? Like, what do you
we're not looking at it like that at all. Really, I mean, the guys that's been here, that don't mean nothing to us. Him losing last week or the way that they look and the receivers and all that talk, that don't mean nothing to us. We got to come in there, we got to win, and we got to play our game. And we're a whole new team. We got to really come out there and prove ourselves of what this Chicago Bears team is.
You mentioned Rodgers' frustration. Is that maybe like incentive for you guys to frustrate him more early and maybe get him off the game a little bit?
Yes. I mean, we try to do that really to every quarterback. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's something special to him, but we definitely want to try to give him different looks, get him frustrated and different things like that. But I feel like that's how you beat quarterbacks, especially the good ones. Give them different looks and put